Going to check out our winter heat system in the greenhouse. Quite a few plants stashed around. Hoping this little plant rack keeps some of my smaller, more sensitive plants warm. I have some rugs here and there. I did not want to put rugs under heaters or in areas where I'm going to splash water. There's a little rug down here because it's fairly close to the windows. I have a black jug. Unfortunately, it doesn't get enough direct sun to do much. It might be doing a tiny bit, but I wouldn't say it's great given my greenhouse setup. If you have a lot of light for the whole day, it might really help. It's October 23rd, and we are keeping the cucumbers going. It's pretty amazing. Look at this. Ready to pick. Have a few more up in here. Check that out. Doing great.
Look at that little
The only
baby.
problem I've seen is that we have some mildew on the leaves, which I judiciously cut off. I really don't need this thick of a leaf cover because in the winter you want as much light as possible to get to your cucumbers. I also periodically run a little fan to try to move the air, and I pop open the windows when I can to get some fresh air in. I think the cucumbers are doing wonderfully though. Pretty shocking. I'm giving them out to all the neighbors. It's quite a harvest. The lowest temperature so far has been 39, and I have kept the greenhouse at 55 degrees. And that is running this oil radiator heater on the very lowest setting, along with my little Lasko fan heater. This oil heater has been phenomenal. It has two settings on it. A 600 watt button and a 900 watt. So you can run them both. You can run one, none, and it also has a little dial where you can raise the temperature a little bit. So far I've only had it on one and on the lowest 600 watt setting. I have a little fan heater which is 200 watts. It's the lowest wattage I've ever seen. It's running really well. It's the Lasko. I have it fed into a plug that kicks on and kicks off at preset temperatures, whatever you set it to be. It's super easy. You just hit the set button, hold for 3 seconds, and then you can go through how you want it set. So the first outlet plug comes on at 62, goes off at 63 because at night the temperature is just going to keep dropping, and in the morning it'll kick on when it gets 63 in here. Second outlet, which is the oil heater, comes on when it gets even colder at 55, and it goes off at 57. So the hope is in the morning the oil heater is going to kick off first. The little fan heater comes on first when the temperature drops down to 62, and then as it gets colder I bump it up to a hotter heat source, and then they run together until the morning, and the oil heater is going to kick off before the little fan heater. That is to save energy costs. You can put a 1200 watt fan in here. It's not going to do near as good a job as these two elements together. You're running 800 watts instead of 1200 watts. We tried a 1200 watt fan and it just does not keep it warm enough. This type of heater works much better. It's been great. It's not even on the highest setting yet. And here in Virginia, it might get down to 19 degrees a couple of times during the winter, but it's usually in the 20s and 30s. So my hope is this will be ample heat to prevent it from freezing inside the greenhouse.